I'm going to check out the new Sonic Frontiers world premiere trailer that's over on IGN. And I'm just going to give my thoughts and reactions to it as we go along and see what this game has to offer. I really don't know that much about it. I know it's kind of an open world game. We'll just see what it's all about. So, I mean, these graphics are obviously pre-rendered CGI, and they look really nice, which is probably a step above what Sonic usually looks like. And I'm not saying Sonic usually looks bad, but it looks like they really went full out trying to get a realistic looking game going here. Look at these trees right here. That looks realistic. This is pretty cool, very cinematic. Here we go, some gameplay from Sonic Frontiers. So this looks interesting. Kind of reminds me of Zelda Breath of the Wild, just the tower. So he's got some power moves. He can stomp down, run up the walls, which would be really cool in an open world game. Alright, he's collecting some kind of coins. Interesting that they're not rings, isn't it? Okay, sliding upwards. Climbing walls, that's cool. He's got some kind of wall grab that he can climb up. Huh, I wonder if that was a loop-de-loop there. There we go, there's that loop-de-loop. Some nice speed happening here. Oh, there's the rings. Get those rang, Sonic. This is really kind of interesting that it's not on rails. You know, I'm used to a Sonic game being very much on rails, so one that you can go anywhere. It's full of interesting possibilities, but it seems like it could be full of game-breaking bugs as well. But so far, this looks pretty solid. I mean, obviously it's a trailer, and they're not going to show, like, game-breaking bugs in it. They're going to show what works well. But yeah, this is looking pretty solid so far. The graphics look really nice. I like the design of everything. Heart. I wonder what that was. Like, some of these things aren't things we normally see in a Sonic game. Like, the hearts? I don't remember that in any Sonic games. You know, those speed rings have been in them before. Nice. You can wall run, just like a ninja. Oh, that waterfall looks cool. Although I did see it, that waterfall, when he landed, the water effect disappeared for just a split second. Might as well rewind and check that out if you have a second. Alright, so we have some puzzles here that look like a pretty simple puzzle, but who knows? You probably had to collect certain things to make it open. Alright, we have some tiki torches out here. Oh, that's an interesting move. So some easier puzzles. Alright, it gets a speed boost. Jumps across nicely. See, that looks fun. Way back in the distance there, there's some kind of interesting looking floating platform area. Oh, looks like we're gonna go to it. Maybe not. It's maybe further back than I can look at. Wow, you can really speed through this, which is a really interesting approach for open world game like this. Usually it takes time to load the stuff, but he's got some good speed going. You know, if you ever played something like Breath of the Wild and you want to get from one place to another and you don't have a fast travel way to do it, it can take forever. And sometimes that's daunting in itself, but this looks like it's pretty quick. You can probably traverse the land fairly quickly, which is great for a Sonic game. It's what you would want and expect and hope for. Alright, again, looks like we have a simple puzzle. Maybe not so simple. I don't know. Depends what you're trying to do. Trying to get all these blocks without stepping off the colored ones. So those signs must be like, hey, here's a puzzle. Do a thing here. Run on this thing and you'll unlock something. Yeah, so the question mark sign opens up. And there we have it. That is the official IGN Sonic trailer. Sonic Frontiers. So real quick, let's see what people have to say. Oh, Ricky Berwick is already up on here. Ricky Berwick is a comedian, but a Sonic fan as well. And he says it looks like a tech demo. This guy says, as awesome as this looks, the open world needs lots of enemies to keep from getting boring. I could see that being the case, but maybe not. An open world could be really fun to just look around in, and I'm sure there's more enemies as it goes along. This looks like an indie project and a AAA game at the same time. This looks genuinely fun. I'm seeing some issues, however, like frequent popping, terrible bird animation, and weird tricks. My biggest concern is how the game looks really empty, like what is there to do? Hopefully that gets answered soon. Overall, I'm watching with great interest. So here's another person that's worried about there not being enough enemies or things to do in the game. I don't know. I just don't know what I think of that yet. We'll find out. I'm holding out hope that this is going to be maybe one of the better Sonic experiences we've ever seen. Let's see what the next person has to say. For me, the movement seems nice. They seem to get rid of the blue burst aura, instead make it go super fast with the wind bending around him. It's just that they didn't show any enemies or anything that says what you're supposed to do or objectives to do on the world besides the beacons. Very exciting though. Yeah, I agree. So they aren't showing enemies, and that could be on purpose. Like, this is just a first reveal of the gameplay. Like, what do you expect the gameplay to look like? You know, and enemies are obviously part of the gameplay, but we'll probably see more of those as time goes on. And Sonic is usually good at enemies, like especially boss fights. They're usually a lot of fun and interesting and big and huge. I imagine we'll see more as more details are released. Looks promising so far. Just wish we could see a HUD or at least know fully what's going on besides just running around mostly aimlessly. So it's like people are excited. You know, this person says gameplay looks really promising so far. I just wish we had more characters to play. Like, imagine how awesome it'd be to fly off that tower as Tails or climb those mountains as Knuckles. Yeah, and I'm sure we'll get some of that too. It's not just going to be Sonic running around an empty open field with a couple puzzles. If they did that, that'd be really stupid and ridiculous. Anyway, have you watched this trailer yet? I'm curious what you think of it. I'd love to talk about Sonic with you, especially this new Sonic Frontiers. To me, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I just want to know what you think. If you like this video, I encourage you to watch more. We have a ton of Sonic stuff on this channel. We're pretty big Sonic fans over here. Whether we're memeing on them or actually truly loving on the game, Sonic is tits.